Well, good morning. Good morning, and welcome back to Fight Back. My name is Willie Lawson, and we've been off speaker for a while, basically because of a resources situation, but we are back. The show is not going to be as long. It's going to only be about 45 minutes, maybe shorter, because I want you to share it with your friends. This is a relaunch and a rededication of Fight Back Media Group, because as we get closer and closer to 2017, it's more impressed upon me to make sure that people understand what we're doing and why we're doing it. There's so many organizations that are out there, and basically they're out there to exist as an organization. They have a stated purpose, but because of how they behave and how, and organizations, just like companies, behave like people. They have the very same dynamic. They have the same sort of organic disposition to behave like human beings because they're full of human beings. So you see this sort of conglomeration of humanness that oftentimes makes organizations, like companies, completely ineffective. And I just don't want this to turn into that. I want to make sure that we're always very, very clear. We're always very clear about what Fight Back Media Group is all about. We are very simply dedicated to crushing the liberals and the left's destructive and dangerous narrative as it applies to urban America. The very same things that the urban America has been dealt with or been buying from mainstream media and from the left that has been destructive to our own communities, that we have been voting against our own best interests, that we have been behaving in a way socially that is that against our best interests, and we have not been listening to voices that have our best interest at heart. We've been listening to voices that only have at their heart maintaining their own power position and their prosperity, as opposed to caring about your power, your position, and your prosperity. That's what we're here to do. We're here to flip the script. Now, it's a very big task. It's a David and Goliath task. But frankly, nobody else was doing it. Now, we saw fits and starts of this during the Tea Party movement, when frankly there was nothing more novel than a black conservative. We saw on Sean Hannity a whole group of black conservatives, some of the people that we've mentioned here: Sonny Johnson, K. Carl Smith, C.L. Bryant, Crystal Wright. A lot of people. But frankly, because there was not an infrastructure built for them and for the conservative message, urban conservative message, we have not seen the gains that we should see. And I know not everybody likes the whole identity politics that we're playing, but I'd rather refer to it as micro-targeting. And if you know about campaigns, this is truly truly micro targeting. We have to target our message and design our message for very specific people groups, and these people groups already exist, and these demographics already exist. Now, we're not changing our message, we're not diluting our message, we're not watering down our message, but we're making the message relevant to the people we're talking to. Example, because you're asking, what are you talking about? Example, what the Tea Party message and the mainstream conservative message or Republican message is lower taxes. Now, you can't talk about taxes with a group of people who generally don't pay them. They don't know what the hell you're talking about, and if anything, they're getting that you want them to pay taxes. They don't pay any now, and it isn't just federal income tax. We're talking about all sorts of local income taxes, and the like. So this conversation about taxes is down the road. I'll say it that way. It's down the road. most of the things that we have to consider, especially when we're talking about mainstream conservatism, as it leans over to a sort of a libertarian slant, are things that are fiscal. And that's fine. There's anything wrong with that, but a lot of the problem that we have in urban America is not necessarily fiscal, it's social. And mainstream conservatism is sort of shutting out the social conservative. It is the social conservative message that will resound first and best in urban America. And the people that I mentioned understand that and have been saying that for a long time. I am going to play, and if you listened to the show before, you've heard the 3 minutes and 18 seconds of Sonny Johnson at the 2015 Right Online What Would Breitbart Do seminar breakout session. And it encapsulates everything we're trying to do, the message that we're trying to push forward. But frankly, if I can't put Sonny Johnson on an airplane and bring her to Tampa, Florida, to deliver this message in front of a predominantly urban audience, they will have never heard it. They will have never heard it. And they will have never heard it from somebody who looks like Sonny, who has the experience of Sonny Johnson, who says that she loves black people, that she loves hip hop, that she's a hot hip hop head, and again, there isn't anything, and I'm going to say it this way, Disney-esque about it. It's completely and totally real. And these are the people that we're trying to get to. These are the people. These are the folks that we're trying to raise their status. That is what Fight Back Media Group is all about. As we crush the destructive and dangerous narrative of the left, as it concerns urban America. This is what we're going to do. We're going to play Sonny's message, and then we're going to take a short break, and then we'll be back with some of the things that we have planned for 2017. It's going to be it potentially could be a very busy year, and how you can be a part of it, how you can help. All right, this is again Sonny Johnson at 2015 Right Online at the Marriott Marquis Hotel. It was a meeting. It was a Right Online is sponsored by Americans for Prosperity Foundation, and this breakout session was called "What Would Breitbart Do?" Sonny Johnson.
Show you how I would deliver this conservative message to the black community. Can I do that real quick? I hear you. I feel you. I get it. Life in your America sucks. Your parents didn't care or weren't there. The schools pushed you out without making sure you can read. Politicians tell you that a brighter tomorrow, so you smoke as much as you can to get through today. You are tired of seeing your brothers, sons, daughters, cousins, your friends killed, imprisoned, or lost to drugs. You want to do the right thing, but all it takes is one time, one mistake for everything to go wrong. And picking yourself up seems impossible because you can't get a job when you have a record. You're sleeping on your mama's couch because you can't afford your own space. You feel unfit to parent your children because your life is so screwed up. What in the hell are you going to teach them? I get it. I know. But you are being surrounded by the people that championed your tracks. They developed your public housing. They took control of your education. They sent your fathers to jail for nonviolent offenses. Made single motherhood cool by calling it feminism. Built the police force through unionization you claim harassed you. And now when you're fed up, they give agitators reign to burn down your city. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. If your friends are yelling for death and destruction, do they actually want change? Is it that what you live in now? Democrats want to be the party of the poor. In order for that to happen, they have to keep you poor. and I'm still I'm straight out of Stacy South. Well, I had it written down already because they were like, you call us the party of the rich, and I'm not going to be spineless like those who run from it. I'm not rich, but by the grace of God, I will be. I love the feeling of security. I love being financially dependent on no one but myself and my husband. I love being able to provide my daughters with Nikes and books, an iPad and robotic chips. It is a great feeling. Now come and eat with us. Come and eat with us. If you are tired of being poor and overlooked, come and eat at a table that believes in ownership and growth. See, we won't begrudge your success because we know that the next dinner is on you.
Information is crucial when you're looking to purchase a new home. With so many choices of communities and options, choosing the right one for you and your family can be a daunting task. That's why you need to go to New Homes of Tampa Bay right now, www.newhomestpa.com, and get the information you need. Learn how people save thousands of dollars when purchasing new homes. Buy like the pros. New Homes Tampa Bay, www.newhomestpa.com. It's all the rage to call and order flowers from 1-800-whatever or go online and order them from some nameless, faceless person on the other end. I'm saying you should do something different. You should, before doing that, call my friends at Blooming Days Flower Shop, located right here in Tampa, Florida, at 11618 North Florida Avenue, 33612. Christine and her staff don't look at just the order. They look at the customer. They look at your occasion. They consider the entire person, the entire occasion, before making decisions about design and price. You're more than just a customer. You're a friend. Call our friends at Blooming Days Flower Shop, toll free at 1-800-330-3297. 1-800-330-3297. Local 813-971-5947. 813-971-5947. You can reach them on the web at www.bloomingdays.com. Nothing fits a home perfectly than a brand new grand piano. And if you're looking for a piano for your brand new home, you've got to visit Dave's Piano. And that's davespianoshowroom.com. If you're looking for the perfect thing to set off your new home, a piano is what you're looking for. And my friend Dave has the perfect piano for you. And the best thing about buying a piano from Dave is that he does everything. He delivers, he sets up, he tunes, he takes care of everything. The best part about Dave's Piano, quite frankly, is Dave. So when you buy a piano from Dave's Piano Showroom, you only deal with Dave. You can reach them at www.davespianoshowroom.com. That's davespianoshowroom.com. All right, we're back with more of Fight Back. We appreciate you being here. Appreciate you getting a better understanding of what we're doing, of what we're trying to get done here. Our schedule for January right now, and this is and everything here because of resources is proposed. Nothing is in stone yet. In January, of course, is Dr. King's birthday. And we want to have a Dr. King breakfast and get someone to be a keynote, of course, that will not necessarily, and again, you have to understand, it's not necessarily somebody who's going to come and preach Republican fire and brimstone, but someone who's going to start opening the door. I mean, these sort of events, these holidays, are the perfect opportunity to get people in the community, the movers and shakers in the community, to come and hear the message of Dr. King, to reignite the flame of Dr. King's message, especially in the "I Have a Dream" speech. I think that this is a perfect opportunity, and if we are at the forefront of that cause, of that movement here in Tampa, I believe that's the best time to get the foothold that leads to, and I'm sort of giving you this what we're doing in almost a stream of consciousness kind of thing, because it's so real to me. It will lead nicely into February, which is Black History Month. And Black History Month is important that we are able to get even a larger foothold into the history of Black conservatism and how we have moved, and how we have been the movers and shakers, and how Black conservatives have been the movers and shakers, and the economic picture of Black people in America, that it is not the racism and bigotry that has held Black America or urban America back. As a matter of fact, the fact of the matter is that we as a people have did better under segregation. And when Jim Crow and big racial hatred and bigotry were codified in law, we did better then as a race. And it's because of how we are, and it's because of conservatism. That's what it is. It was because of conservatism. It's because that we were conservative folks. We were conservative at home, we were conservative at church, we were conservative at work, and we were conservative in the community. Family meant a lot. And this is a time, Black History Month is a time to advance that message. March is important because what's the most important message in urban America is the lack of generational wealth. And March is important because it's right before April, of course, which is tax day. So it is the deal that we start talking about creating generational wealth and giving, and not just talking about it. You understand? Giving people an opportunity to participate, to start building generational wealth, to bring in people who are experts in doing that, and can provide opportunities for attendees to start building generational wealth, to start building 401ks and IRAs and trusts and buying property and all the things that build generational wealth, bringing that to urban America, bringing that to our community, because that is so important. And we could talk about these things all day long, but unless we give people the opportunity to participate in them, then it's just talk. So in March, we're going to start our meetings, our monthly meetings, with some people who are good at doing just that, and invite people to come. The place I'm thinking about is actually a really nice sort of living room lounge area at the downtown Hilton here in Tampa. And then we could take that very same thing and duplicate it around the country, because that's what's important. Now, of course, this year we're going to run all these things here in Tampa because that's where I am, and hopefully be able to duplicate them around the country. That's just the first 3 months. That's just the first 3 months. April will probably, because of tax day, we'll probably have off. And then April and of course June is Juneteenth, which is another great opportunity. And of course July is the 4th of July, is Independence Day. So another great opportunity to do some things in the community as we move forward. So a very busy first quarter of the year, tentatively planned, but we will need resources. And I know it's Christmas time now. It's the 20th. So guess what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to give you the address of the GoFundMe account. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to give you the address of the website. I'm not going to do that. But I'm going to definitely, after Christmas, start hitting you for just that, because we have these projects that have to be funded, that have to happen, and have to happen in a certain order, and have to happen in a certain way. I was telling somebody tonight at a meeting I was at, that Nadra Enzi had volunteered to come to Tampa to do a workshop, and all he needed was a round-trip bus ticket. That's not the way that we should treat our urban conservatives. It's just not the way we should treat them. We shouldn't put them on a Greyhound bus and send them on the, on some tour on a bus. The Chitlin, like they're part of the Chitlin circuit. That's not how we give honor where honor is due. That is not how we give honor where honor is due. How we give honor where honor is due is that we treat these folks like they matter. Now, I'm not saying that we get to fly people around the country first class, but they damn sure aren't going to be riding a bus. I'm not going to put them on some Greyhound bus. Put them up at the Motel 6. That's not going to happen. So because we're looking to be a real force. We're looking to be a real force. We're looking to be something that people will want to participate in. They'll want to be a part of. So when we start collecting resources for these things, know that this is a real deal. Some people have thought that this is just an internet radio show that I'm talking about, or just an internet thing. This has got to be real, tactile, in your face, around the country sort of thing to do, or it will not be effective, or we will have gained nothing. If I had 100,000 people listening a night to these broadcasts, it would still not be enough to affect the change where we need change the most. It will not be enough. We have to be face to face with people. We have to sit down at the table with people. We have to hear them. And I didn't say listen to them. We have to hear them. I like the word hear because it is the closest. It is the closest to the word heart. We actually have to hear them. Listening is not enough. We actually have to hear what they're saying, and this is the only way, because every community around the country obviously is different and has different needs, and it has different peculiarities that we have to deal with. So this is why this is no one-size-fit-all sort of solution to anything. This isn't some sort of program. This isn't some sort of thing that we could sort of roll out in book form. We've got to be there in these communities working. We have got to have surrogates. We've got to train people in what we're doing. We've got to duplicate ourselves. So there's lots of work to do. So, again, I'm not going to tell. I almost did it out of habit. I'm not going to tell you where to help out. If you don't already know, I'm not going to. But I'm just going to make sure that you understand that that's what Fight Back Media is all about. A gargantuan task. It is truly a David and Goliath task that we can, from here, from my living room, frankly, change the world. But it's been done before. It has been done before, and it can be done again. And it will be done again. It will be done again. So if you want to know more about Fight Back Media Group and you want to get in touch with me, I'll give you my email address. How about that? WLS860@gmail.com. Or you can, if this is easier, Fightbackpromo fightbackpromo@gmail.com. Got it? Fightbackpromo@gmail.com. Fightbackpromo@gmail.com. All right, listen, we're going to get out of here. Thanks again for tuning into our short little program here. Until we see you again, go out there and learn something, love somebody, and for goodness sakes, y'all take care of yourself. We will see you when we see you. Fight Back Media is on the road. We are making our first appearance at Celebration.